Welcome back, guys, where we're in downtown San Diego. Now, this is an area that most people don't come into for good reason, but I'm going in here today to basically highlight and break down for you the extreme cost of living that it takes to live in the downtown San Diego area. Now, I have a couple numbers here, and I don't really trust these numbers fully, but I'm going to try to break down for you the costs, and I'm going to kind of show you this apartment complex here, which is basically a low-income, subsidized HUD property, and there's the information right there. I tried to call them and see if I could do an inside tour, so maybe I'll try to pull it up online to show you exactly how tiny it actually is. But we're in right down here from near Petco Park to give you guys a geographical area of where we're at. Now, the cost of living in downtown San Diego, guys, is one of the highest in the entire United States. You know, obviously California in general, but San Diego is approximately about $2,500 to $4,000 a month, and that is just to survive. Okay, so these numbers are pretty crazy when you think about it, guys, because you're only supposed to spend about less than 30% of your monthly income on housing. So if you're only supposed to spend your monthly income on housing under 30%, then what does that mean? That means that you would have to make much more if you wanted to, you know, save money or invest money or anything like that, because it's so damn expensive to live here. That's why the cost of living in San Diego are so expensive, because it's everything from rent to food is very, very expensive. And people aren't able to save money because the cost of rent is so high. Okay, the cost of rent is so high. And, you know, with this, obviously, you know, comes a burden of income, right? It comes a burden of income. And the cost of living is just outrageous here, guys. You know, these apartments right here are going to be the cheapest in town. They're going to be $950. And you guys see what kind of area I'm in, guys, right? This is not an area that you want to be in. If it's $950 just to live here, imagine how much it is to live right down the street. Well, we're going to break that down for you as well, because right when you get down the street from here, you're going to notice the prices just go up. So this is $950, and you literally have homeless people doing drugs and stuff right at your doorstep every time you walk outside. Now, obviously, guys, every part of San Diego isn't like this, but I'm going to show you the proximity on how close this particular area is to just normal apartments. And it's really kind of weird, guys. You literally have people down here that are homeless. Because the city of San Diego spends like $319 million a year. They spend $319 million a year on homeless, and there's people homeless down here everywhere. I mean, this is absolutely insane. You walk down here, and we're going to be walking right down here to other apartment complexes that are renting for $3,500. So you think about that. You're right next to all of this, and these apartments down here start at about $3,000 to $3,500. That is for a one-bedroom. Okay, so we were talking about this in the beginning of the video. We're kind of jumping around all over the place because I got to watch my safety down here, number one. But my point is the cost of living should not be this high, okay? The cost of living down here, if you're paying $3,500 on rent, if we use the mathematical formula of less than 30% of rent, then really you should be making $10,500 to live right over here. You literally should be paying $10,500 to live right over here, and that's the cost of living in San Diego. So if you're making $10,500, you're literally living a block from this sketchy ass area where people are literally out doing drugs, and that's what the math would break down. You would be spending $3,500 a month. You would be living in an area like this. So, as we know here on the channel, guys, we like to expose this stuff because it's a serious problem and more people are becoming homeless. More and more people are having to spend 50% more on rent than they were just a few years ago, or in some cases 100% more. So we really want to highlight some of these things because it really shows the drastic change in the economy just in a few years since the COVID pandemic, where the excessive money printing is now really starting to affect even people in San Diego, guys, one of the most richest cities in the entire world down here. And we are all over the place, guys, because obviously this is not a good area, but I do want to show you guys that this is the cheapest apartment in San Diego, $950. And you're right across the street, right through that fence. Literally, you take a right. Those people are paying $3,500 to live a block from this. I mean, it's absolutely sad. And not to mention that, like I said earlier, guys, the San Diego homeless situation, they spend $319 million a year. And it goes to programs like this to subsidize people's rents and to keep a roof over the head so these people that live in this building aren't on the street as well. Now, I don't know what goes inside inside that building right there, but I would say that it's probably the same stuff that goes on out on these streets. And then obviously past that, a lot of San Diego is like this, guys. I mean, it's very spotty. It's a little bit more spotty down here simply because this particular area down here is really saturated with homelessness because there's a lot of free programs like this St. Vincent de Paul Croc Center. I think it's a homeless shelter. And then you have a place where they're giving out free lunch over here as well. But in any case, you know, $950, that's what it's getting you in 2026. And then past that, you know, it's not just people like this. The cost of living is really causing people not able to save any money. Everything's so damn expensive. And basically, you know, this is what San Diego looks like, kind of in a lot of different areas. And this area is a little bit more concentrated, but you could find this type of stuff going on anywhere around the city, which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I wouldn't live down here because unless you're in a high-rise blocked off condo on Bayfront Drive, pretty much all the areas down here look very similar to this. They're very sketchy, they're very spotty, and you really can't find affordable housing for under $3,500 a month. And that means you should make $10,500 because you should only be spending 30% of your income on housing. So with that formula, I mean, that is the breakdown. That is what you should be spending on housing. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight this today, guys. I'm in downtown. I'll be back in Tijuana tomorrow. But I wanted to kind of showcase this because it's very expensive to live in San Diego, downtown proper. And, you know, most of this is due to money printing. And that's why everything costs so damn much money. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was educational. We'll talk to you very soon.